Hi, and welcome back to X's and O's again with Dan Orlovsky. I'm Mike O'Hara, and we're brought to you once again by Xfinity. And Dan Orlovsky, got a couple of teams here, the Detroit Lions and the Chicago Bears, playing on Thursday at Ford Field on Thanksgiving Day, and neither team has really had the season it would like, probably especially the Bears, who won the division with a 12-4 record last year, the NFC North, and are now they're in third place with only 5 wins. But Dan, you've been part of the Thanksgiving Day game here in Detroit as a player for a half a dozen times on your career. What was it like, regardless of one-loss record?
Ton of energy. It's a really cool day. It's very rare. You realize how rare and special a day it was, and you don't want to take it for granted. It's a lot of fun. There's a lot of energy in the building. There's obviously some important and famous faces walking around that may not be normal, but it's a really unique day because every eyeball in the NFL world will be on you at noon.
All right, Dan Orlovsky, we're going to go to the third quarter right here. It's 7-3. The New York Giants have a lead. And this is a 32-yard touchdown pass to Allen Robinson, a local kid here from Metro Detroit. Break it down. Give us the X's and O's. Tell us what you see.
Well, the big thing that happened for the Bears offense last week, outside of maybe more play-action pass use for them, was them getting the football to Allen Robinson. Allen Robinson is their premier receiver, and they haven't gotten the ball enough to him this year. He's up top in the slot, and what they've really allowed him to do, something that is a little bit unique for his skill set, is allowed him to utilize more of the route running abilities that he has. They've really decided to say, okay, we're going to take you from the outside, we're going to put you on the inside, and you're going to work on a lesser corner. And so they put him on the inside here. They get the tight end running across to take away a safety. And then Robinson's very patient with his route. He skips step at about 8 or 10 yards and then crosses that DB's face. So the big thing is usually you're thinking, okay, what corner is going to go and travel where to that big-time receiver? And it's usually right or left on the outside. The Bears have decided to utilize Allen Robinson on the inside in the slot. So play action pass became a big talking point for them last week. I think Mitchell Trubisky was 9 of 10 utilizing the play action pass like he does here, and allowed them to throw the football downfield. So that is something that they did a ton last year. They haven't done a lot of it this year. Play action pass and allowing Allen Robinson to work the middle of the field.
Well, just like in the game against Detroit, they scored their points in bunches. They had a field goal in the last minute of the first half, and Mitchell Trubisky said that drive kind of got them going, and they kept it going with 16 points in the third quarter. We're going to go further into the third quarter here. It's 2nd and 10 at their own 6, and they get off the griddle here with a 49-yard pass, another one to Allen Robinson. Break it down. Give us the X's and O's.
There's been a lot of conversation about Mitchell Trubisky and is he the guy for the Chicago Bears? And I've argued that they haven't utilized his skill set. Well, they, again, got back to the play-action pass that he's so good at. And here you go again, a reverse-out play-action pass. You get a double team on a defensive end from the tight end and the tailback, and a good climb the pocket. And then there is Allen Robinson again in the slot, crossing the field this time. Again, what you saw for him here was outstanding route running. Seam inside, set the nickel back to think that you're going back outside, and then you're able to cross all the way over the field. So they used the play action pass to hold the front side of the coverage and then bring Allen Robinson all the way across the field from the back side of the formation. You see Mike Furrey, ex-Detroit Lion, super energetic. That is the Chicago Bears wide receiver coach, but bringing a lot of energy to their unit and on the sideline there. But play action pass, get those guys to step up, and then Allen Robinson crossing from one side of the field to the other. So while this is a short week and while this has not been a big part of the Bears offense this year, they will utilize more play action pass this coming week than they have because they had so much success with it last week. Play action pass, and where is Allen Robinson? And then not allowing him to get into that 8 to 10 yard range for that route running will be a big telling point.
Well, that ends up in a field goal, and now we're going to move again further deeper into the third quarter. And this is sort of, Dan, the formula that got them the division title last year. It's a sack by Khalil Mack, a fumble recovery at the New York Giants 3-yard line, and the Bears go all out, get 2 yards, and make a 3rd and goal. Mitchell Trubisky runs it in from there. Break it down. Give us the X's and O's. Tell us what you see on this.
This is his first touchdown run of the year, which is alarming and shocking because of all the success they had with it last year. But it's something that I think, again, Matt Nagy now, their head coach, has a little bit of proof. Okay, this is something that we need to utilize more. They hop, skip the tailback laterally just to widen the defense a little bit, pull an extra guy out of the box, and then they're going to pull that front side guard, and it's really just going to be almost a version of block out by the tailback, follow the pulling guard, and Mitchell Trubisky can finish that run. That's your traditional like boss or G scheme when it comes to handing the ball off to the tailback. But they're going to utilize the quarterback run in two specific situations: third downs and short red zone areas inside that 5 or 6 yard line. So the Lions need to be prepared in those moments to handle the quarterback run. Same side as the tailback is something that is a tell. They like to run quarterback run towards the tailback in those situations.
And then the Giants get a late touchdown catch from Golden Tate, the ex-Lion, but the Bears were able to hang on for a 19-14 win. Dan, before we wrap it up this week, if you're the Detroit Lions, what do you prepare for, number one, to stop the Chicago Bears, who've beaten you 3 straight?
Well, if you're the Lions offense, you make sure 52 Khalil Mack doesn't win the football game. And I think he can get after that secondary a little bit, but you got to put four hands on him all the time. And then for the Lions defense, I really believe you got to be really good defending the play action pass. Where's number 12, Allen Robinson, and don't let him get into his route and really utilize his strength in route running. And then 3, shut down the quarterback run and make Mitchell Trubisky beat you consistently throwing from the pocket, because that's where he struggled this year.
All right, Dan Orlovsky, that's a wrap for this week. We wish everybody out there a very happy Thanksgiving. And at the Bears and Lions, traditional Thanksgiving Day game, Ford Field kickoff, 12:30 on Thursday.
Don't eat too much, O'Hara.